Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Game 1 of Season 2, I guess you can say. It's the Young Stars Classic. Puck drop is still 3 minutes away. But hey, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody enjoyed their summer. We've all relaxed and grown a little bit. Got a little bit older. Got a little bit wiser, as they say. So without further ado, I bring to you Flames, Oilers, Young Stars Classic. Now this is the first time I've been able to talk about the Flames since the passing of Mr. Johnny Gaudreau. Again, T's and P's to the family. Hearing subsequently what's happened since then, it's it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Anyways, guys, enjoy. Do something different. No bells, no whistles. Something different.
In Friday's game against the Jets, we look forward to more of that today.
Again, let me know if it's too loud, not loud enough.
Well, the Oilers will have to contain a little bit of the offense from that defense. You talk about those two guys on the right side of the Calgary Flames. Well, it starts with the top line of the Edmonton Oilers. Listen, we talked to Sam O'Reilly, first-round pick from June a couple of months ago, and he said we need to be better. But I talked to Colin Chalk this morning. I said, who do you think kind of needs to step up a little bit? And this is one of the men he mentioned, Wakely. This is an interesting draft pick, Derek, because in June he was 20 years old, and he actually had a couple of camp invites lined up if you were not to get drafted in the National Hockey League draft. Well, 6th round comes around, and the Oilers, Rick Tracy, director of amateur scouting, wanted to take a flyer on a man who reached a century mark in the OHL last season. He's a heavy player. He's a physical player. He plays a strong two-way game. He also has a boatload of character. More on him in just a second. And the other guy I'm going to look out for, Derek, is Max Warner. Now, this is a player. He's 6'3", 183 pounds. It gives you a glimpse into how much more he has to fill out. He plays an aggressive game, but as he continues to mature, he's coming off of 1 year pro down in Bakersfield in the American Hockey League. Colin Chalk, when I asked him where's one area of his game or even off the ice where he's grown the most, and pretty surprisingly, Derek, he said his sense of humor. And I said, what do you mean by that? Like, maybe take us through why you're saying his sense of humor, because he says it takes young players a little bit of time to get acclimated at the pro level. So when you start seeing their own personality traits come out off the ice, that means they're getting a little bit more comfortable. And he was very honest about his assessment, saying he had a tough start last year. The first 15, 20 games, he was always hemmed in his own zone. He was too quick with his puck-making decisions. He did not set up his teammates for success. I'm looking forward to seeing what 88 can do tonight.
Now, the coaches want the guys to be loose off the ice.
Absolutely.
Maybe not so on the ice as they were in the opening game for both the Flames and the Oilers.
Hey, Miss Morningstar, how's it going?
The public address announcer, and once again paid tribute to two men.
Yeah, pay attention to Wagner, guys.
Moment silence for Matthew.
Yeah, it's hockey season hasn't quite started yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. This one, no bells, no whistles. I'll save all the fun stuff that I've added for the preseason and obviously regular season. We're good. We've been fighting a few things. But all in all, T's and P's and good. Hats off for the Gaudreaus, obviously.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
The South Okanagan Event Center recognizes the Penticton Indians.
He's a big defenseman. I don't think you're going to see very many goals scored from him, but definitely gonna be stopping goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and join Lizzie Holt in the singing of O Canada.
Oh, we got some O Canada happening. All right. Also, thank you to Oilers.com for showing the game. Again, all rights go to the Oilers and the Oilers.com.
True patriots
If I'm blurry, I'm sorry, guys. It's to lower the power usage on the computer to make the stream of the game better instead of it being choppy. So, me being blurry helps you see the game better. I'll take that trade-off. I agree. 6'3", 203. That's a power forward in my books. If you play NHL at all, 6'3", 203. That's where your build is right there. Speaking of NHL, NHL 25 is right around the corner. I'll be playing a lot of that and hopefully getting some games on this channel. Well said, and well said, in the red and the white. I don't know where my Oilers hat is, guys. I was looking for it. It's probably upstairs in my bedroom. What? That's awesome. No, that's my power build. I'm a power forward through and through. Well, Gary Iglet Jew. I cannot make that name up. Walteri Natju apparently is his name.
Coming off an excellent season at 26-18-0 with 4 shutouts, 2.34 goals against average and a 918 percentage.
Yeah.
5 games with more IK. He was
Walteri Natju. All right.
Last season. And
yeah, I agree, man. Connor Ugner.
In this Battle of Alberta on this
He plays for Brooks.
In the Western Hockey League. Played U Sports for the Brock University Badgers last season. It was a very impressive 26-0 with 3 shutouts.
26-0 with 3 shutouts for Brock University. Part of the OUAA. Very low level. U Sports, still U Sports, and we're underway. Oilers lose the first face off.
Moving from left to right in your radios in this opening period. The Oilers with their white jerseys on with blue and orange trim.
Oh, she's not asleep? Sorry to hear that. Calgary got beat up on by Winnipeg 6-3 yesterday, as the Oilers got beat up a little bit by the Vancouver Canucks 2-0. McDavid is a goalie in disguise. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Early morning skate. Flames on the attack, trying to open scoring. Puck played back to the blue line by Luke Misa. Flames will bounce it up the near boards. Hunter Brustevich, who scored in yesterday's 4-3 overtime loss to the Jets.
Yeah.
Keep it in. Now he takes a
that's university stats, though, right? Like, that's kind of inflated numbers. The numbers!
Along the boards, and the Oilers managed to clear it out to center. Flames on the attack again. Weaving his way in is Williams.
Excuse me.
Bobbles the puck in the far corner and loses it to Sam Honzek. Will hold it in and knock it down low. Sam
oh, in front of that shot, save, rebound in the corner. Connor Unger looking good early.
Who didn't play last night in his first taste of the young stars. Turnover deep in Oilers territory.
They're a mix of good and bad, honestly.
To the blue line, not Nate Corbet.
To be completely honest with you, they're a mix of good and bad.
Seemed correct, but he turns the puck over, and that's something that the coaching staff wants him to clean up in game 2. A couple too many turnovers for a guy who might be the Flames' best prospect since Matthew Tkachuk in game 1 against the Jets.
Nobody can deny the puck skill with number 89 wearing the red and the yellow.
Yeah, he does.
He is an excellent
that's why I'm telling people, it's a good thing we didn't go after goalies. I'm going to be honest with you. We got a good goalie in Stuart Skinner. We've got Domingue coming up. And then we got this guy. Like we're flush with goalies coming up. Our biggest concern should be defense. Drafting some really big, strong defensemen. Or hitting some vets. Offside Calgary.
Coming up on February 23rd. Puck is brought to the line. Big body check.
I agree. He looks way bigger than that.
The blue line. Axel Hurtig, who didn't play in game 1 against the Jets, with a big hit just outside of his bench there.
That's kept in deep in the Calgary zone.
Set it up. That's bounced up the far boards by Henry Muse. He was pretty impressive yesterday.
Okay, baby. Have a good night.
Pierre-Olivier Wabbit misses the mark.
I gotta get used to talking again, guys. I spent the last 2 months not saying stuff to people. keep my mouth shut.
Maximus.
Oh, it's just wide. Back behind the net.
Flames net, bouncing around as the Oilers are on the attack now. Now Water with a slap shot, nice right pad kick save by Ignatiu.
Nachu with a big kick save. I'm going to get used to saying that name, Nachu.
Right, and the puck is scooped up by Muse, and he'll send it out to center.
It does not spell that, but hey, if that's how they say pronounce it, that's how they say to pronounce it.
It's eerily similar to the one they had yesterday, Derek. A little bit better here in the last couple of minutes, but they got to get on their toes.
Puck sent out to center. Hunter Lang looking forward outside of the Flames bench. Instead, it's picked up and brought in by a guy who was certainly a standout, especially in the second period on Friday. Parker Bell had some great chances in that game against the Jets.
Deep in the Oilers zone now.
Now cleared out by James Stephon. And yes, he is the son of former first overall pick Patrick. Scooped up in the Oilers zone.
Oh yeah, it was a tough game for this Calgary squad. Vancouver squad is the best team here, although it means diddly squad in the grand scheme of things, right? Fight to go! Number 64 goes with 87. Bell gets a few right hands in. Clutterberg gets an uppercut going. There goes the helmet. The helmet is off. Swing, swing. Both guys have no helmet. Look at the flow. Clutterberg. Oh, Clutterberg. Down goes Bell. Down goes Bell. Ding, ding. Down goes Bell. Let's go, Oilers. 1-0 on the fight schedule. Two huge guys. Absolutely. Cannot knock Vancouver at all. They're building it right. Sucks their goaltending isn't going to be as good as they thought, but...
Not well done by 19-year-old Hunter Blackberg. 6'2", 197. He's not a small
Oh, just feeding them the uppercuts.
A year older at 20, 6'5", 210. So got some weight and got some height on him. Job well done. Good fight. That'll fire up the fans inside of South Okanagan Event Center.
South Okanagan Event Center. Yeah, absolutely. Right? Little no names. Hardly knows ya.
And they're against Sam O'Reilly, the Oilers' first-round pick in this summer's draft.
Sam O'Reilly, Oilers' first-round pick, 32nd overall. Wins the face-off in the corner. Out the zone it goes. No! Kept in by Calgary. Now it's out of the zone. Co-op. Fueled like no other. Oh, that Flame player goes for a dive in front. Scores! Number 47 with the goal! 1-0 Edmonton! Berglund with the first goal of the Oilers rookies as they were shut out 2-0 last night. What a pass! What a goal! That's a goal scorer's goal! 1-0. 16:03 left in the first period. Get excited, guys! Oh man!
Quick turnover and a quick pass. 1-0 Edmonton. Less than 4 minutes into this one.
I don't know about you, but one thing I've noticed early in this tournament is that
Boaki
isn't where the coach is wanted to be or needed to be. There's been a lot of room in the middle of the
What a shot. What a snipe. Well, here comes Calgary back in the Oilers zone, down 1-0. 15:45. They shoot! Oh, what a save again by Ugner.
It's a down low to Morton. Stromgren using that big body of his to knock it free on the forecheck.
Backhand, forehand, he shoots. What a save! Power play coming up for the Calgary Flames. That is a penalty that you should have to and better take. Unger with a big save again. Looking like Nathaniel Day last night. Unfortunately, that dam broke late in the game.
That's a penalty that's created by the...
A penalty that you have to take, and one you should take 9 out of 10 times. 73 going to the box for hooking.
That's when the Oilers started losing their men, and that's why High Dixon, as you mentioned, Derek, took a pretty good penalty there. Otherwise, it would have been an easy tuck-in. and make this a 1-1 hockey game. The Flames go on the power play for 2 minutes.
Ooh, egg sandwiches. Sounds really good.
Flames is Nisa. Actually, he gets tossed out. So Honzek will step in to take the draw. 42 in red loses that face-off versus
42 in red loses the face-off. Down the ice it goes. No, it goes over the stanchion.
The Flames did not score the power play in their game against the Jets. They did score in the penalty kill, though. So see if they can get their first PK goal.
They scored on the PK, but not the power play last night.
No penalty calls on either side in the first 40 minutes, and I was speculating that
lots of Flames fans there. I like to see that. Lots of Goujo jerseys. Again, if you're late to the party, thoughts and prayers go out to the Goujo family. Again, every time we hear something come out of that camp, it's worse and worse news.
Another example there, Basha was creeping in down low. He's playing the point, but another example of activating from the back end. That's Calgary's strong suit right now.
He's trying to get across the Oilers line, and to do is Brustevich holds it in left point, moves it far corner to Honzek. Back it up to the blue line, Brustevich near side over to Andrew Basha, throws it towards the net.
Shot save rebound.
Away, but not out. Here's Brustevich up the far side, and now Nisa throws it.
Scores on the power play. We got a tie game. Basesh. 1-1. Andrew Basha, number 49, ties the game at 1. Flames on the power play at 14:45 of the first period. Answer the Oilers' goal, which was even strength. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
There were 2 guys up front, 2 guys down low. Nobody taking care of the center.
How's the sound for everybody? Sound good? Quality okay?
Here comes Jaden Lipinski. Scored a short-handed goal for the Flames on Friday night.
Number 49, left winger Andrew Bash. Here come the Flames again with full-on pressure.
Possession of the puck, though, as it's sent up to center by Waugh. Zane Breck's going to bring it back in and drop it. Here's a snapshot off the stick of Lipinski.
Lipinski makes a diving block there. Good save.
And dug out.
Connor McGoldie, yeah. That's awesome. He has never lost collegiate hockey, right? Like 26-0. Never know what this guy can be. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. There it is. Breakaway for number. Oh, just shot wide.
Great chance for the Oilers to regain the lead there. Now Breck, bring it back into the offensive zone.
Oilers look like they're playing crispier than last night, that's for sure. 6 minutes left to play in the first period.
And one fight, and Calgary and Edmonton are tied at 1. And the Oilers in, Savoy, and up the left wing side with a backhand pass to the front of the Flames net.
Savoy with a beauty backhand. Oh, that kid's going to be something for this team. Again, we traded for Savoy.
Locketed behind the net, and now it's centered. Lang, near side. They're trying to jam it in, and McNamara.
What a save. Rebound cleared out of that goal line. Wow, how'd that not go in?
Doesn't get through some traffic in front. And now
more Connor McDavid goalie names. Wow. Sure, we can find a few. Connor McCreascaird. Connor McStop-em-all. If you're a Pokemon fan, gotta stop them all.
Especially from the Edmonton Oilers and as well as the Calgary Flames. I mean, both teams are off to a hot start. And
hot start tonight.
At least 2 or 3 times. He gets a wide open look on the right side of the paint right here.
Hey, Bohi, how's it going, my friend? Again, if this is your first time here, guys, thank you for showing up and supporting. Please hit that subscribe button. I don't bite.
And so does the Edmonton Oilers. They're lucky that this one is still tied at 1.
Now, Luke McNamara might hear from Zane Parak over at the Flames bench. They were teammates together with the Saginaw Spirit last year.
Shot, save, rebound, save made again.
Interesting bloodlines for Luke McNamara. Jerry McNamara, general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs for 8 seasons. in the 1980s.
Wow, look at that.
That's a pull and a half there. McLemara. Not to be confused with Macklemore, great rapper from Seattle.
And their fathers from a long time ago. And
Partial owner of the Seattle Kraken.
On the other side of things, James Stepan, the son of Patrick, the first overall pick back in 1999, spent just 7 seasons in the NHL, 64 goals and 188 points, 455 games with the Atlanta Thrashers and Dallas Stars.
Thrashers and
I wonder
Stars.
if Thrashers have maybe gone in a different direction in the direction of...
Stay tuned for the Winnipeg Jets and the Edmonton Oilers, Night 1, Game 1, October 9th. Banner-raising night in Edmonton. Got some new logos to show you guys. And he shoots, he scores! 2-1 Calgary. 45 gets on the board at 12:17 of the first period. Not looking too good for the blue and the white. But it's okay. It's the rookie showcase. Don't get too down. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Let's have fun and enjoy the stream. That guy's had a few too many wobbly pops early.
Great pass, gets it on the backhand and a quick release. Right here, this very quick move. Right there on the backhand and right away on the forehand goes Roof on Connor Unger. He had no chance of that one. That was a perfectly placed shot.
Sam Morton, second goal of the tournament. That one line is pretty dominant right now. What a shot, though.
Backhanded it behind the Oilers' net. Unger out to get it. Clear it up the near boards and by Perek and to the Flames' blue line. Perek one-handed back to Jamieson. Makes a hard pass up the middle of the ice. And now Lucas Siona, who really worked at his skating and looked a lot quicker at this year's Young Stars Classic than last year's. Turns the puck over as Wakely will work it in deep. And now Petrov tries to slap it to the net, but it ends up bouncing off the body and off the near boards, and Perek will clear it out to the neutral zone. Here's Wakely. Dallin Wakely, the CHL Humanitarian of the Year back in 2023. Good guy.
Really good guy. That's the content of character I was talking about earlier today. Colin Chalk was really impressed with his body of work and how he conducts himself as a leader on this team.
Flames get the puck in deep. Had that forecheck going in the first period here in Penticton tonight. Davidson will lug it out to the red line and play it right wing side. Savoy, a St. Albert native, as the puck stripped off his stick.
Another local Edmonton kid playing for the Oilers. Big save by Ugner again. Wow. Get this guy some ice. He's stonewalling these players. Somebody call the cops. He just got robbed. 10:45 left in the first period. 2-1 Calgary. Oilers scored the first goal, even strength. Calgary scored a power play goal and an even strength goal to take the 2-1 lead. You can tell which team played late last night and which team played the early game. Oh, man. Probably need more water.
And the rebound is picked up, and the puck is finally cleared out by O'Reilly. Flames a little too much to handle for the Oilers right now as we approach the midway mark of the first period here in Penticton, with Calgary leading Edmonton 2-1 in this preseason Battle of Alberta. The Oilers trying to get something going now. Here is William Nickel, an 18-year-old, the Oilers' 6th pick in the 2024 draft. Ends up having to chase it all the way back into his own territory. Working up the left wing side to Corbet. We'll talk about his bloodlines a little bit later on. Gives the puck to Ethan DeJong, who gets it in deep. DeJong battling forward along the end boards, gets shoved off the puck. Stevich trying to clear it out to the Flames camp. Ends up back to the blue line, but Corbet can't quite keep it in. And the Oilers will have to reset inside of their own blue line. Puck now backhanded in by Berglund. Spent 4 years at the University of Massachusetts Lowell, was captain of the
4 years at the University of Mass of two shits. All you UMass people out there. Shot, save, rebound, he shoots, And it's a save again. Held on. No, it's free. It's loose. In the slot it goes. What action. Calgary is all over the Oilers. And that's okay, folks. Hey, let them have it. Let them have the rookie class.
Calgary showing a lot more urgency on those 50-50 battles right now. Edmonton has to step up their compete a little bit.
I agree, Tony Barr. I agree.
By
Maximus Warner. What a name. Maximus.
Trying to move it out in front to Desjardins, but the pass gets picked off. And
Desjardins trips on his own 2 feet, falls over.
Center ice, and ahead to Morton, who's got another goal today. In front of the net, Onzek gets knocked off the puck, and the Oilers will take it out to center ice. Calgary out shooting Edmonton 9-4.
Yes, I can do that.
To play in the opening period here in Penticton.
8 minutes left to go in the first period.
In this Young Stars Battle of Alberta. Bringing it in is Basha. He's been dangerous in both games. Leaves it near side for Lipinski. Using that big frame of his to protect the puck. Lipinski backs it up to the blue line, but Hurtig wasn't there, and Flames will have to recover it out at center. Axel Hurtig, who's named after Axel Rose.
Axel.
And there is Siona with those fast feet. And slide it left side. Puck gets batted in deep, and Alciona gets taken down. Wonders why they got away with one there.
No, he didn't get away with one. The guy fell over trying to do a move. Come on, Flames reporter, be better. Be better. It's all right. You can't call every penalty from the 50-yard line.
They're going to have to be a little more focused on making the simple plays, I think it's safe to say.
Absolutely. Stretching it too much right now in their own zone.
Siona, a little slow to get up out at center, as McNamara ends up having his pocket pick. And Stefan will bat the puck into Flames territory.
Good period by both teams. Unfortunately, it's 2-1 for the bad guys, but hey, that's okay.
I would say all 4 of the Oilers shots came off the rush. They got to do a better job of maintaining that puck.
The Flames have spent a lot more time in the offensive zone than the Oilers have, but it's a 1-goal game.
Bad giveaway there by the Oilers 7-5.
Behind the net, Redin will slide at left point. Now Verzhnikov across the line for Stevich. Into the near corner to McNamara. Bouncing around on him. He can't settle it down and does hustle after it and grab it again. But his pass bounces away from Battaglia. And now Nickel will send the puck out to center. Here's Savoy up the right wing side. Puck centered out in front. Nickel trying to feed it in front.
Battaglia, is that related to Bates Battaglia? I'm going to have to look that up in the intermission, folks. Or if you guys know the answer, let me know. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, it's in the corner. Finally, Oilers have some pressure going on in the Flame zone. 6 minutes left to go in the first period.
Firing behind the Oilers net. Both teams change with now 6 minutes remaining in the opening period. Fast-paced first period here at South Okanagan Event Center in Penticton. It's the Flames 2 and the Oilers 1.
2-1 for the Flames over Edmonton right now. It's okay, folks.
Now, Siona captained the Seattle Thunderbirds to a WHL championship in 2023. The Flames get it in deep. Davidson leaves it in the far corner. Warner, back to Davidson. Back to Warner. Now up the right wing side, now out to center. Played up the near side to Heslop.
Also, in case you guys don't know, Travis Dermott did sign a PTO. He is on a professional tryout for the Oilers main camp, which starts next week.
Here comes Savoy back in for the Oilers. Savoy
Score!
centers.
What? No! Ref waves it off. I don't know. Let's take a review on that. I know you're a BCHL ref, but please take a look at that. Did Savoy just top one top corner and not go in?
Puck was in as well. I was waiting for the red light to go on.
Interessante.
So won't have a chance to correct that if it did indeed go into the Flames net.
And there's no review, so hey, it's okay. Play on. Play on, player.
Who I would say has been the Flames' best player so far here at the Young Stars Classic. To the right point. He's just trying to hold it into the line. Morton and Stromgren in there as well, but it squirted out to center. The red line, it's fired in by Hurtig.
4.5 minutes left to go in the first period. 2-1 for the Flames right now.
Knock into the Flames zone. Stepan will catch up to it, get a sharp angle shot off.
And a whistle.
On the front of Ignacio's jersey, and he'll hold on. And after a good fight, Bell and Clattenburg finally come out of their respective penalty boxes, and we'll take our first break of this Saturday night. 2 minutes to play in the opening period, maybe a little bit more than that here in Penticton. Calgary now is shooting Edmonton 9-8. It's the Flames 2 and the Oilers 1 at the Young Stars Classic.
Hey everyone, it's Leon Draisaitl here. I told you guys last year that Oktoberfest was going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be even better this year. Go get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Post Oktoberfest. Great event. Great event. What's up, Oilers are good. Sorry, I had to get some extra water. 4 minutes left to go in the first period. 2-1 Calgary.
Looks like a hole in a China shop early in this first period against the Oilers. 73's colliding in behind the net as puck comes free, and Clattenburg will skip it down the ice. Quite the center though, and that'll be an icing call on the Oilers. But now
icing against the Oilers. 3:47 left to go from the Okanagan Event Center in South Okanagan, British Columbia, Penticton.
Staff will be bringing up the defensive zone in the first intermission, because right now they're making too many blind passes. They're just trying to move the puck they're trying to stretch the ice too much. You got to make those short, simple passes right now. But maybe that's a result of having 5 camp invites on the back end right now.
Absolutely. Here's Perek, right point with a shot that gets to the front of the net.
Blocked in front by the Oilers. That's one thing I'm seeing a lot of this young Oilers team. They're blocking shots.
In the corner to his left, Flames have been very.
This is the Young Stars Classic, where the Flames rookies, the Oilers rookies, the Jets rookies, and the Canucks rookies. I use the term rookies loosely, because if you played 3 years, you're still considered a rookie, as long as you don't hit the game mark total. Anyways, it's all their rookies get together and they play in Penticton for a weekend. Each team plays each other once. There's no standings. There's no round robin. There's no points for winning or losing. It's just to see where your rookies are at. Gives them extra ice time. It gets them to play against other people, right? It's like a preseason for the rookies. I like it. I think it's a good idea. Oilers lost last night 2-0 to Vancouver. Matt Savoy is there, yep. And he set up some really beautiful plays. Savoy is definitely there, yeah. That's Wagner is there. Petrov is there. But other than that, there really isn't that many big-name Oiler players that are there that are rookies right now. Watch out for this goalie, though. He's a pretty good goalie. 29-0 in the U Sports with 3 shutouts.
The puck to Pisa, who shoots it in behind Unger's net. There's over 2 minutes to play in the opening period now, with Calgary leading at Edmonton by a goal.
2 minutes left to go in the first period. Calgary 2-1. First goal scored by the Oilers. First goal scored by Calgary on the power play, who's got the only power play in the game so far. But hey, when you got the puck the entire time, you can't really get penalties. And that's what Calgary's done very well this game. They've had control of the puck since pretty much face-off.
Fluttering over top of the net and into the far corner. We're trying to retrieve the puck in the forecheck as stick lifted and the puck stolen by Verstevich, who can't get it out. Either can Hanzek.
Here we go, shot! Save made by what's his nuts? Yeah, no, like definitely go look at his numbers. Welcome back, Renegade. Welcome back to you too, sir. I'm here for this one, and then I'm gone again till preseason. I'm here and then I'm gone till October.
Good job with the forecheck here. Waugh with a shot off a body and deflects wide and up the far boards. And
I didn't give anybody any warning I was doing this. I just thought, hey, I'll do it. I figure, hey, I got nothing to do on a Saturday night.
Knocked off the puck. Good angle there by
See if you guys like it. If not, then I won't do it no more.
Knocked the puck off.
Wow, that goalie got bowled the frack over. Savoy in the blue paint knocks over the Flame goalie. Calgary going up on the penalty kill.
Oilers trying to tie. Delayed penalty call coming.
6-on-5 right now for the Oilers.
And now Petrov on the near boards.
Lavoie looking for that cross seam pass. It's not there. But 2 minutes for elbowing goes against the Flames defenseman. First time tonight, Oilers are on the power play. Hopefully it looks better than yesterday's power play.
In the late stages of any period. And so right now we can see if the Oilers can kind of manufacture some...
Yeah, man, that Arvidsson pickup, that Jeff Skinner pickup.
A lot of constructive details will be given, but a lot can be made up if you can capitalize.
Pods also, the Vancouver Canuck player that we picked up. Don't sleep on that guy. He's got some stuff to prove. I think we finally have the third line depth that hurt us in the regular season and in the playoffs. We didn't get that depth scoring when our star players kind of went silent.
The chance for one more rush is Frankie Morelli.
I don't think Nurse is that hurt. I'm gonna say he misses training camp. He'll play his 2 games in preseason and then be ready for regular season. Now the big news is Evander Kane, and the first period is over.
At South Okanagan Event Center in Penticton, BC.
Now, the big news for me personally is Evander Kane is on the LTIR. He had surgery scheduled. He is going. That's a very good. You're not wrong about that. You're absolutely not wrong about that at all. And I love the fact that you brought that up. You're not wrong. But Evander Kane going on LTR really early. He won't be back until May. And it's all things I'm okay with, right? Like, I'm okay with having that being a thing. Now, you guys enjoy the first intermission. I will be back. I got to go take care of baby duties. But I like the Amberson too. I like what the Oilers did in the offseason. It pissed some people off losing. I get that people are mad that we lost offer sheets. They weren't worth the millions that they're getting. Holloway's worth 1.5 at the max range right now. And Broberg is Broberg. He has potential to be a top 2. Right, guys? Like, Broberg has potential to be a top 2. but he's played 10 games max in the NHL so far. He thinks he's worth 4.5, 6. Go ahead, St. Louis. Pay him his money. But I'll be back, guys. You enjoy the first intermission. You know, I never understood the Sam O'Reilly hate or heat. Guys, there's nothing wrong with Sam O'Reilly. Like, relax. Like, Stan Bowman heat. It's just weird how so many people don't like the Oilers because of the moves they made. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. It's going to be an interesting start to the season. Starting at home October 9th. Against none other than the Winnipeg Jets. Banner raising night, I will be here. As always. 2-1 after 1 for the Calgary Flames over our boys, the Edmonton Oilers. Hey, Northern, how are you doing? How's your back? I know I say a lot of strange things and do a lot of strange things, but hey. Also, I got some merch to show off to you guys. Sick. Don't know if you guys can see this nice little Western Conference magnet right here. Yes. The Western Conference magnet. Terrible host, eh? Always leaving. So I got the little magnet. Oh, the Stanley Cup Western Final koozie. And the shorter, stubby one for your beer can or pop can. Now, got the beautiful little keychain. Gonna try and not show off the kind of car I drive. I'll just show you guys that beautiful. Of course, it's a Dodge. Come on, I'm a Dodge guy. And the shirt I got my wife. Stanley Cup Final with the names. Some are no longer on this team, like Sam and Warren and Sam and Dylan. Broberg. I wouldn't go that far. I think it's. I'm gonna go humble here. I'm gonna go really humble. The Oilers have a chance, better than most, to win the Cup this year. The Oilers have 2 or 3 teams that could stop them. Honestly, 2 or 3 teams that could stop them. Other than that, it's clear sailing. And injuries will play a huge part. Like, I'm not going to sit here, kick the can, kick the stones, and say that injuries aren't going to play a huge factor. I think last year they came out too strong before the season started and died in October. And then they had to pick it back up in December, January, February, and just kind of lost steam by the end of it. Credit is due for Florida. I don't think Florida is going to even make the playoffs this year, but that video is coming up shortly. Prediction videos, always fun. Again, Oilers start off on home ice, October 9th. Hopefully you guys can hear me way better when I walk away from my mic. I got 2 other new things for my collection. 2 posters. One upside down because, you know, that's how I roll. Yeah, the fan base is kind of hurted. Devin Dubnyk, what a boy, what a boy, what a boy. That's going up on the wall really shortly. The fan base was freaking out when we lost Broberg and Holloway like it was the end of the world. Big deal. Exactly. I don't understand this fan base. Like, you got most of us are cool. We understand we're good people. But some of this fan base is so heckle and jive, hit or miss, right? And the other one, you got the trio. You got yourself Hall, Eberle, and the guy who's still here, Mustachio Man himself, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Forging the future. And not much of future they were forging, that's for sure. It was, yeah, no, I understand that, Farmer. I understand that. Like, I understand where everybody's coming from. I see both sides of it, right? It's business. If they wanted to stay, they would have accepted the Oilers' money they were offering. You know what I mean? I get it. People felt like the Oilers lowballed them, but let's call a spade a spade. You haven't really played NHL games of meaning significance. Who knows? They could light it up in St. Louis, right? Ha 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 ha. Honk honk, yeah. Awesome. Excuse the frick out of me. Mozambique.
guys like us put our hearts on the line.
But when you do get back on the ice and in the game, whether it's with Barry or maybe, who knows, Baker's...
Like I said, I hope the best for both Holloway and Broberg, and I hope that both of them do well.
A better person and player than the year before. I know it's been a long time since I've been playing, but I had a lot to learn over the past year, and I just want to be a better player in person.
No, not even that, Renegade. They had a lot of other players, a lot of other teams' first-round draft picks.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
They had
Well, now we'll take a look at
4 of the top 5 picks in 2014 when Draisaitl was drafted. I'm going to mute this because I really don't care about what's happening in Calgary. Not a big Flames fan. I'll be 100 with you. Like, Florida struck gold with what they did. They got, I'm not going to say they got lucky. But this was the first kick at the can the Oilers had with McDavid and Draisaitl going to the final. They're not all going to be scoring, 3 or 4, yeah. Honestly, like, people act like Florida didn't suck 2 years ago when they lost in the finals to Colorado. Or, sorry, to Vegas or whoever they lost to. I can't remember who won 2 years ago, let alone who's going to win next year. If I recall, that whole starting lineup had, like, 2 points between them all. And then they want to rag on the Oilers. Oh, where'd McDavid go? Where'd Draisaitl go? This was their first finals appearance. Next year, if they make the finals again, I guarantee. Yeah. I'm with you on that, Renegade. I'm with you on that. I would love to buy a Columbus Blue Jacket Johnny Gaudreau jersey. Again, such sad news that happened. But I guess that guy's going to spend the next 15 to 20 in jail, so enjoy prison, my friend. Nazem Kadri, such a short little prick. $100,000. I love how Nazem Kadri's shirt says CCM on it, but the other people that have the exact same shirt from for the foundation doesn't have CCM. Yeah, I agree. Good poll on the Gretzky, Crosby, Yzerman, and Madonna. Good poll on those names. You're not wrong, man. You are not wrong. Not everybody is good on the first one. But McDavid and Draisaitl will be judged on the next one, right? I agree. He's destined to win a cup or two. The Oilers are, like, I'm not going to put the cart before the horse, but the Oilers, in my humbly opinion, I think the Oilers have the ability to win 2 of the next 3. Three of the next 6. Oh, that's awesome, Northern. That is awesome to hear. Like, that's some good stuff to hear. Yeah. Matthew as well. Yeah. We always talk about Johnny Gaudreau, but we're overlooking the other prospect. And yes, Matthew Gaudreau wasn't going to have a career like Johnny's, but he was still a hockey player. He's still a father, a husband, and a son. 2 lives were lost that day. It freaking sucks, man. Yeah, I agree. There's a first time for everything. Why not? Why not the Oilers? Why not be with the Oilers? Although Florida did it with Bobrovsky making $10 million. He's a $10 million goalie. Just throwing that out there. I just love all the Florida fans that are online chirping everybody now. Thank you, Oilers are good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Barkov as well, yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Barkov too. But that's what I mean, like, all these Florida fans are now coming out of the woodwork saying how great they are. Guys, you've won one cup in, what, 33 years? You've been in the league since 93, and this is the first cup, second cup final you've been in? Come on now. Enjoy the cup. Live in it. See what you do this year. And that one Canucks fan. That one Canucks fan, yeah. Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I miss that guy. I hope he comes back this year. I hope he comes back and a lot more come. Like that's. I'm going to be a lot more subdued this year. I will enjoy the game, absolutely. I'm not going to swear as often. Definitely not going to be swearing as often. I'll still lose my mind on things that I don't seem as just. But for the most part, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm just going to enjoy the streams with you guys. It's still going to be animated, still give my honest opinion. Still let you guys know the good, the bad, the ugly, and downright disrespectful. But I'm going to try not to lose my lid too many things on too many things.
The Oilers get on the board for the first time this weekend, and then the Calgary power play strikes a great pass there. As it's Basha on the right side, a great release there. He's had a couple of good looks there, and then the best player so far, not only in this game so far.
Florida has a case of being one of two things. Really good this year and going back to the Cup final, losing to the Oilers, or missing the playoffs altogether and being a bad team again, where everybody's making fun of them.
You can see the puck. It hits the heel of the stick. That's why it did not go in. And arguably the best player, Sam Morton, he had a couple of great looks early, and he finishes this one off to make it 2-1. A great shot underneath the bar, and right over the glove of Unger. That is a perfect release right there. Backhand and forehand, that was quick. The skill on full display. And just like the Oilers' first goal, the Oilers creating a turnover and a high danger chance. However, Derek, you and I thought this had the possibility of being called the goal, but the referee with the good angle right there, and you can see right there, that is not in the net. That went bar down, but not bar in. And that's the reason we have a 2-1 game.
I'm not sure how the puck stayed out.
Yeah. Have a good night, Northern. Thanks for being here.
Just for clarity's sake,
you don't think Florida has a chance of missing the playoffs?
He makes it 1-0. And on the official game sheet, they give the game-tying goal to Hunter Verstevich. Not sure what they saw, unless I'm seeing things. That was Andrew Bash's goal from Luke Misa, and Hunter Verstevich gets the second assist on that one.
I think it'd be hilarious if Florida missed playoffs, or were put out in the first round by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Although that Toronto goaltending tandem, I'm not really fond of it. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to figure something out. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Skinnerly better than he was.
Second period, the Oilers with their whites from left to right.
Second period underway. Oilers win the faceoff.
Here in the second period, as O'Reilly bounces it off the play to Savoy's stick and in behind the Flames net. O'Reilly in there, swing it back to the left point over to Morelli. Morelli ends up giving the puck away, and it.
Talking about the Leafs, Edmonton. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Down a little bit, Derek. You and I talked about it. They're rushing too much in their own zone. Use these 90 seconds, now 33 seconds, to just slow it down with the puck on your stick.
Puck gets fired in from center. As Lajoie gets it in deep. After it, the guy who dropped the gloves in the first, Clattenburg, back to the right point. Lajoie slides it across the line. Oilers set up here is it's a bounce up the near boards and back to the right point. Warner takes a pass from Lajoie, moves it top of the far circle, but stumbling is Wakely, and the Flames will skate it out. McNamara can't quite reach the puck as Lajoie goes back to get it. Flames will make a change as the Oilers bring it the other way. Here comes Berglund up the right wing side. Drops it. Wakely misses Berglund with return pass, and that's picked up by Winter in the far corner. Puck thrown to the left.
Hey, Bob, how's it going? How's it going? That's hilarious. Sorry they not be bad when he did score 50 goals against the NHL 24. That may not mean anything. That may mean a lot of things, right? Like,
picked up in the near corner by Jameson. Calgary native, played in the Blackfoot Minor Hockey Association, AAA for the Calgary North Stars, and attended Edge School as well. Must be an exciting time for him to put that flaming C on.
no, I agree, Renegade.
With a tricky little shot, ends up going just
I agree. The Oilers need to find somebody. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe this kid that they picked up. I can't really remember his name. Why am I drawing a blank on Oilers' names right now? Like, my mind is just not there.
As much as they were, because they were never pressured. Right now, the Oilers doing a much better job.
Here's Berdine, the 18-year-old, will bounce it up the near boards. Lipinski drops it, but his pass goes right between the two blue liners. And Muse will chase it down the ice.
A lot of big bodies on the back end for the Calgary Flames.
Hey, man, that would be freaking hilarious to see. But only in round one, because the Leafs can't win round two.
5 Oilers defensemen here on tryouts. Here comes Stromgren dangling in. Stromgren centering, looking for Honzak on the doorstep and a bounce.
Emberson, that's the name I'm looking for. Yeah, guys, I had to look it up. I cheated. Emberson is the name I'm looking for. Maybe Ty Edmondson's the guy that I think he is. Remember, I've been hyping him up since I heard he was coming over. I'm a fan of him. Oh, Bob, don't say that. Shot, save, rebound is in the corner. Here come the Oilers, a break. Oh, what a play made by that swing defense in 42. I mean, just imagine if they did, eh?
Hockey IQ is as good as he read that from a mile away.
16:23 left to go in the second period. 2-1 Calgary. I'm really liking the Oilers' defense, though. Like, yeah. But it comes down to if we didn't have the two shortened seasons, we aren't talking about Nurse's contract the way we are. On a power play coming up for the Calgary Flames, the second power play of the night. They are 1 for 1, and the Oilers are 0 for 1.
Flames keep their feet moving
it out, and chasing it into Flames territory is DeJong. Catches up to it in the corner as Grushnikov falls. DeJong in tight room, stick handling behind the net, bumped off the puck, and now knocked out of the ice by Grushnikov. Pitchforks it back to the blue line, but not out. It's fired behind the net by Lajoie.
Yeah, I agree.
Big collision along the near boards as DeJong gets a shot off. It's free out in front of the net, and it looked like Nickel just handcuffed himself. He tried to make one too many moves instead of putting the puck on net there. Puck to the left point, held in.
Toronto's won only one round in 20 years. Yes. Oh, jam play there by the Oilers. Almost turns into a goal.
Pick it up here in Penticton. Stavich trying to slow things down and get the puck out, but he can't. And Grushnikov, the defensive defenseman, works it up the far side to Lang.
No, I agree. I agree. But hey, all things go well with this next CBA. We could have a spike of 5 to 15 million in salary cap. Nichols throws it in front of it. Oh, what a play there by the Calgary defense. Again, the bend but don't break defense by the Calgary Flames rookie team. Calgary 2, Oilers 1. 11:15 left in the second period. Unger. We did get Draisaitl signed to a team-friendly deal. And I know a lot of people are upset at 14. I'm not. Numbers I heard being thrown around by other teams to get Draisaitl. Yeah, I agree. At least Stan hasn't fucked anything up yet.
Keep this team within one. Here's O'Reilly. Flames are tired. You need to make a change, but first they have to get the puck out.
I agree. I prefer if you tried to play forward 1 or 2 games. 15, 20. I heard, and this is just me hearing things through the grapevine, a team out east offered Draisaitl 15-5. 7 years, 15-5 to play with them. I also heard a team out west offered him 16. 7 years, 16 million to go play. Yes, for them. Draisaitl signing means McDavid will say absolutely 100%. And it's not just that he signed. It's what he signed and how he signed it. He could have been a douche. Like, guys, he's still paid this year, right? Like, he's still making his sweetheart deal contract this year. He could have said, no, I want to wait to see how the team is this year. I want to go out and just play this year under the contract I have. And then July 1st, 2025, we'll negotiate a contract for me then. He could have hardballed the Oilers. And he could have said, no, I want to wait. Shot, save, rebound in the corner. Wow. Ugger, looking nothing but fabulous tonight. Like, he could have said, I want to wait to see what McDavid's camp is doing. I'll sign after McDavid. I want to hear what his team is doing. He could have been a dick and lowballed the Oilers and played hardball and said, no, I'm not signing now. No, he wanted to get it done another way. They are best of friends, actually. It's kind of scary. Just like Ekholm's wife and Draisaitl's wife are very good friends as well. That's what I love about this whole set of Oilers that we have here. It's a family. And everybody gets along with everybody. You don't hear about any locker room drama. Don't believe the stupid hype about Kane being the cancer in the locker room. It's not true. His ex-wife is a crazy lunatic who should be in a loony bin in Pinoca somewhere. But other than that, like, this team, they all get along. They're all friends off the ice. And I kind of, now that I'm on live stream, I want to put to bed this stupid rumor from Thomas. I was with Draisaitl and McDavid when they heard about the signings, the offer sheets with the St. Louis Blues. Bullshit you were. 2 reasons I'm calling BS. Draisaitl and McDavid were not together when the offer sheets were signed by Broberg and Holloway. McDavid was on his honeymoon, and Draisaitl was at a wedding in Spain when he found out about the offer sheets.
8:13 to play in period number 2. It is the Flames 2 and the Oilers 1.
So I'm sorry, but
Everyone, it's Leon.
They were considering it, but thankfully it was more his camp was pushing for him to come here. If I'm being honest, it was more D'Angelo's camp pushing to come here. But the Oilers are like, we don't need a slow defenseman. We already have a few of those. Kulak is pretty slow and old-aged. We're trying to get younger faster. We're trying to have all our veteran players as our forward group. Where it really should be, right? Like, you should have veteran forwards. We are the oldest team in the league. But, hey, that's because we got a lot of vets. Now, the signing of, what's his nuts? They just signed the PTO to. That's an interesting one to me. Saying no to Justin Schultz and bringing in Travis Dermott. That's the guy's name. Travis Dermott. Saying no to Schultz but bringing in Dermott. I'm on the fence about that, I'll be honest.
halfway through the second period in this hockey game. But
Yeah, I'm glad he took. A lot of players took a pay cut to stay. A lot of players took that pay cut to stay, guys.
I apologize. I left my mic off. There you go.
And then retards like, well, if you expect the third, fourth line guys to take a pay cut, why wouldn't the top guys take a pay cut? Because the top guys play 95% of the game. They're not taking a pay cut. Like, let's say you work in a Fortune 500 company that pays on commission. You're a top earner. Are you going to take less money? Like the guy that's barely earning anything? You sell 50 cars a month, and the other guy sells 5. But you want to get paid roughly the same in a pay cut? That makes no sense. I do the work. I should be paid equivocally. Excuse me. 7.5 left to go in the second period.
Dumps it right in on Unger. And the Oilers goaltender doesn't like what he sees, so he'll cover the puck with his glove and hold on. But Tony, as we get set for the start of the preseason and the start of the regular season,
yeah,
expectations in the two.
I wasn't sure about that, but hey, McDavid loved him. He's a voice in the locker room.
The odds-on favorite to win the Stanley Cup. Where's your head at as you get set for a season, coming off a loss in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final?
You know what? Of course, a lot of heartbreak for the Edmonton Oilers, but an opportunity to learn, and that's what it's ultimately going to come down to. The best teams and the best franchises in the world, they use the losses to learn and hopefully navigate through the championship window a little bit better. As the Oilers now possibly, Derek, extending that championship window with the 8-year extension of Leon Draisaitl, obviously boding well with the upcoming Connor.
Yeah.
I don't think Draisaitl.
Yeah, that's tough. I agree. Connor Brown is a playoff guy. It would be great to see what Connor Brown does.
It's a big pass up the far boards ahead to Bell. Drops the puck up to Lipinski. Lipinski with a shorthanded goal last night. Gives it to Grushnikov. He gets checked. And now the Oilers will knock it out. And it's picked up by O'Reilly, who's going to play it in. And up the right wing side to Clattenburg. Clattenburg trying to drive the net as it knocked away. Grushnikov working up the left wing side. Lipinski trying to clear the zone. He can't, but Bell does move it up the middle of the ice to Lang, and he'll shoot it in. Hunter Lang, the son of Quinton, who played pro for 14 seasons, including parts of 4 in the NHL with the Blackhawks and Capitals, and it's been 3 seasons with the Flames organization with the Abbotsford Heat. Was captain there for a couple of seasons, so good bloodlines for Hunter. Now, Siona's going to dump it in behind the Oilers.
Yeah.
There's net. Unger. Stick handling, backhanded up the near boards. Right, we clear it out. Is Stefan. Speaking of good.
Yeah, Janmark does not get enough credit for what Janmark did. Janmark was definitely a stalwart.
Bouncing right back to him. Now he'll play at right point. Blocking the line.
I don't know how Perry lost us the cup, to be honest with you.
The goaltender, and Unger, who's been sharp, holds it on.
Definitely, Derek. So we talked about the Edmonton Oilers at the top of those power rankings. The Calgary Flames at 31, but listen, every franchise goes through these stages, and they had a pretty big draft. 10 pickups, 8 of them playing here in this game here.
And the Flames tend to do better when expectations are low as opposed to high. So, for me, my first season was 2014-2015. Nobody thought they had a chance to make the playoffs. They clinched a spot in game number 81. They won their first-round series versus the Canucks before.
Yeah, Janmark was clutch. Cheap and like that's what we need. We need more of that from the Janmark, for sure.
He's correct with a shot, knocked down, and now Morton with a shot that bounces off a body and wide to the near corner. Sam Morton just keeps creating chances for himself. He's already got 2 goals and 3 points in this tournament.
He's been the best player on the ice.
Now an icing call here. Flames will have another offensive zone face-off. Now down 14-13 in shots to the Oilers, but it's Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1 in this Young Stars Classic Battle of Alberta.
Now, Derek, picking up right where we left off on the last offensive play, 8 of those picks playing in this one, including Zane Correct. How big of a pickup is that for the Flames in the organization?
No, that's just...
Well, huge, just because his ceiling
offensively
has...
I want him to win a cup with the Oilers just to show people, curse what curse. Get out of here with that nonsense.
NHL championship last year. I guess I shouldn't jump to that conclusion.
2-1, 5:34 left in the second period. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. It is the Young Stars Classic, the Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers.
Someday be a first Hall of Famer. So if Zane Parak can turn into that type of player.
But that's pedigree, man. Like, you went to 5 finals. Not many people can say that.
So fans are really excited about him for sure.
96 and 66 games with Seg, also 64 penalty minutes. Not afraid to get in the thick of it.
Here's Basham, who's been impressive in this tournament. Sails the puck up the far side. Muse will whack it in behind the Oilers' net. Basham's got it back. He spins. He centers. Visa shoots. Is denied. And
big save there by Ugger.
Nice puck movement there by the Flames, who came close to taking a 2-goal lead. Here's Siona in behind the Oilers' net. Siona will move it far corner. Puck bounces back to the blue line to Muse right point. Muse will move it far corner. In there fighting for it is Siona. Siona has that big body. That's moving a lot better this year than he did at this time last year. And you can certainly see that's paid dividends for him. Oilers now do clear it as it's backhanded in by Heslop. And will make a much-needed change. The Flames try to catch them on it. Bash turns the puck over. It is picked up by Misa, and he'll shoot it in behind Unger's net. Center 5 minutes to play in the second.
5 minutes left to go in the second period.
14-14. The Oilers had a 1-0 lead, but the Flames scored 2 before the end of the first, and it's Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1 still. There have been a plethora of opportunities for both sides in the second period, Tony. It's hard to believe we haven't had another goal.
Absolutely.
Here's Stronger now. Right point, now Verstevich, across to Grushnikov, drops it off to Stronger. Getting stronger as this tournament goes on. He shoots right into the Oilers' crest in the front of Unger's jersey, and Unger will hold on.
Connor Unger having a pretty strong second period here. Was kind of struggling with the rebound control in the opening 20 minutes. So far in the opening 16 minutes of this period, he's had to be calm, cool, and collected. Very steady, making a couple of big saves on the PK. Another one there from the point, and that one right in front. That was not an easy save. Got out there, shot out to his left, but had to go across the screen to make that save with his blocker. Excellent job keeping that stick and blocker in play and making a play there for the Edmonton Oilers.
Must be a special night for Connor Unger, a Calgary native. Played in the Springbank Minor Hockey Association, AAA for the Calgary Frogs. Flames and Bruins playing against his hometown team here at the Young Stars Classic.
I mean, a lot of NHL players have said in the past they're welcome to the NHL moment was playing against the team they grew up watching. So, like you said, a pretty special night for Connor Unger, and looking to be a first-year pro next year, likely starting the year either in Bakersfield or Fort Wayne.
That's icing against the Oilers.
A pretty terrific season over in U Sports at Brock.
He's up filling up to Unger's right. McNamara, who has had 2 grade A+ opportunities to put the pocket in.
McNamara, Unger, played for Brock in the OUAA, collegiate hockey in Canada, known as University.
Split down the ice. Verstevich back to get it. O'Reilly in hot pursuit of him as Verstevich gets there first. Bounces it up the near boards. Right into his feet, though. And now Savoy's going to steal it, try to center it. Blackburn tripped up. It's loose in the blue paint. And Ignacio gets his glove on it and holds on. And this Oilers line.
Power play Oilers at 3:43 left in the second period.
Savoy, and there's a lot of talent there, Tony. So I think it was only a matter of time.
Lots of talent indeed. And you talk about Sam O'Reilly being the lone first-round pick for the Edmonton Oilers. And what a pick-up. I mean, a couple of years ago, Derek, he was playing defense growing up before he joined the London Knights, and then they had him playing wing. Then they decided to, Mark Hunter did, to play him at center, and right now they're finding that number 72, at least number 72 here tonight, is finding a little bit more success when he finishes the line. It looks like the Edmonton Oilers are going to go on the power play there, Derek.
Yes, and the guy who would probably be out there in the...
Also, if you guys drink body armor, I don't know how many of you guys do, Connor McDavid has his own bottle, Peach Body Armor.
Leads to an Oilers power play and an opportunity for them to tie this game at 2. Flames done a good job of the face-off circle. Win the draw, but can't get the puck out, at least not yet. Bounces around a bit. Here's O'Reilly. Great pass. Savoy shoots off the outside of the net. What a pass by O'Reilly to find Savoy, who just missed tying the game. And now O'Reilly to Savoy, to Morelli. Far side. The Oilers set up their power play. Petrov trying to move it in front. Instead, the puck rims around and right out. And Morelli will have to chase it back into his own zone.
What a pass indeed. Interesting development as the second period has gone on. Number 72 has looked considerably more comfortable as opposed to the opening 4 periods of this Young Star Classic.
Sometimes that happens, even for first-round picks who have high expectations coming into this tournament. It takes them a period, maybe a game.
Yeah, the Oilers always were score first. Absolutely.
They're playing at a level here at the Young Star
Yeah.
Classic that
They'll always be score 10, let 8 in. Don't get away from that, right?
And you talk about that first-round pick. You also put some pressure on your...
Yeah, I think he's going to hit it in the first 10 games. I think McDavid is 18 points away.
Your team was having a tough time not only creating offense, but also just...
I really hope he hits it in the first 10 games. Does it in October. Get it out of the way. October and early November. Get it out of the way. That way it's not hovering.
I remember my first time here was Johnny Gaudreau and some...
Oh, 7-4. Good defense there by 88.
Leon Draisaitl played in this tournament.
I don't really care for CFL, but I read the Elks are doing good this year. They didn't start off too good, I'm going to be completely honest, but they fired their GM, got a new owner, and imagine that. They're starting to play some football. Starting to play really well, too. Unfortunately for me, my Rough Riders are poopty pants.
Unger will set the puck up. Now Water will walk it up the middle and move it up the right wing side. Groove across center. Gives it to Deshawn, who tries to give it back to Groove on the give and go, but the puck ends up bouncing by him. And the Flames went. Angled up and down the ice. That's just about do it for the Grushnikov penalty.
Power play over. Flames are 2 for 2 on the power PK. 1 for 2 on the power play. Oilers are 0 for 2 on the power play and 1 for 2 on the PK. Get it, got it good, understood.
Bounces it off. Sticking up the near side of Grushnikov.
Yeah, something like that.
Knocks it out to the neutral zone. Back
no, I'm a Rider fan, and I'm not happy with my Riders going 0-6 in their last 6 games. At least they get a bye week this week. Recuperate, rest, get some healthy bodies back. Half their O-line is hurt. Their running back was hurt. Their starting quarterback was hurt. But hey, injuries happen. That's why they play a physical sport. 1 minute left to go in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the second period.
We've got a long 2-on-1. Morton in, puts on the brakes, drops the puck, looking for Perek coming in late. Perek now tries a shot, but it doesn't get through to the goaltender, and he gets body slammed by Clattenburg.
That was an excellent back check by Sam Riley to negate that pass.
Sam Riley with the back check. What a play! Sam O'Reilly with the back check and a half.
Blue line as Grushnikov will give it to Perek. Spins away from Clattenburg. Strongren will scoop it up with half a minute remaining in the second period. Shoots it behind the Oilers' net. Unger out to get it. Working into the left wing corner. And now Davidson lifts it up and out. Grushnikov will grab it and fire it off the glass and right back in.
Have a good night, Bob. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Greatly appreciate you.
And I think he could be that type of player, a defensive defenseman.
Yeah.
Likes to block shots.
Yeah, it's true.
Basher for the Flames, but they're going to run out of time as the horn sounds to
2-1 after 2.
To the tournament. William Strongren and Sam Honzek get the assist on that one. It was 2-1 Flames after 1. It's still 2-1.
Nobody scored in the second period. That's kind of sad.
With a much better second period. We'll see where this pre-preseason Battle of Alberta goes
Pre-preseason.
in the third. Well, the Oilers, as a team that is clearly in their window to win, have a lot of draft picks at their disposal at the NHL draft in Las Vegas this summer. But here's a behind-the-scenes look at...
Bye, Bob. See you when you see you. Hopefully you come back when the regular season starts. See you, Renegade. Thank you for stopping by, saying hi. Greatly appreciate you coming in.
Still has to get to work. We know what happened in Game 7 on Monday night in Sunrise, Florida. Tuesday was a flight home back to Edmonton, a quick regroup. This team was going back on the road to Vegas for the 2024 NHL Draft. Now, Rick Tracy, who's the director of amateur scouting for the Edmonton Oilers, him and his team, they were strategizing all week. And the results, they're hoping they speak for themselves.
Both kids are smart. Both kids have size. And analytics standpoint, Michael, what do you got on these three? Anything that spikes?
You know, it's been a new process with Rick coming in, which it's been really refreshing. Has a different approach to certain things, which were kind of fun to deal with.
At the draft, we're going to be having 2 sheets. Sheet 1 is going to be our draft list. We'll have just the name, position, height, weight, date of birth, player type, and projection. So that's sheet 1, just pure information. And then sheet 2 is going to be our plan.
Using a sophisticated system and obviously their communication avenues, the scouting staff put together all the work that they've been compiling all throughout the season. Now, we get to see the product on the ice, but this staff is at work behind closed doors nearly 24/7.
But you guys make the call.
I think we should keep the guy in play.
Keep him in play. But right now, like, Paul Bean, he's going to be a target guy in rounds 6 and 7. And I want our list to reflect the way we want it. And it's always, you know, when you're saying yes to, make sure you know you're saying no to. I get it. If he falls and he has size, skill, we had high expectations coming in, I would still like him available personally.
If we draft him, I think we have to be aware of it. It's going to take time.
Yes. I think expectations on a longer term was, I think it's suitable.
Yeah.
Now, going into the 2024 NHL Draft, the Edmonton Oilers did not have a first-round pick. Of course, that was given up in a trade to acquire Sam Carrick and Adam Henrique, and of course, the latter playing a big part in the 2024 playoffs.
Well, I think there's maybe some strain on it, but that's the price of winning. When you have, less draft capital over the years, it's sort of, it takes its toll. And it's our job to find prospects, regardless if we're void of a first-round pick or not. We all want that first pick to make you feel nice, warm, and fuzzy. But at 64, there's 2 ways we're looking at it, right? Like the highest upside and the ability to find a way to play.
Now, Rick Tracy and his team, they're using all the data they can. And I'm not only talking about data that you find on a sheet. Yes, height is important, weight is important, the number of goals he scores is important, points are important, but these are scouts that have talked to the players, talked to their head coaches, their assistant coaches, their general managers, just to get an understanding of these players and hopefully make the right call when their team is on the clock.
I was a little concerned just for the coaches' comments. Background checks, interviews, phone calls, coaches, teachers, billets, trainers, minor hockey coaches, you name it. Some investigative journalism.
There might be a little bit of a difference of opinion between the coach and, okay, where this kid is at hockey-wise. And I think the coach is just holding him back because he wants it back. So you're really trying to get to know the players, trying to get to know their family background, their hockey background, when they start, how do they start.
He has way more potential to be stronger in few years.
Awesome, buddy. I gotta go. We gotta talk to a prospect here. But as always, thanks for the info.
Anytime you just call me, I'm ready.
Out of it.
Once we traded that first pick, you don't completely shy away from those guys. You still got to pay attention to it, but you concentrated more on the pick we were going to have in the second round.
If for some reason if he gets through, we could potentially entertain him there. Also, if we missed on goaltender at the second round. 5th round at 160, we're hoping to get somebody in our top 90. Lots of variety, but we're looking for something special. Trying to find something with that it factor.
I fucking love the behind-the-scenes stuff, guys. This is the stuff I live for. The behind-the-scenes, the brains of the meat of the operation.
Yes. We might not even need that position.
Okay, that's figured because the goalies aren't anywhere else. We can put all of that stuff in there.
he'll have the list here in about an hour, and he'll do his magic, making it look nice and pretty, and he'll be organized, and we'll have a plan. Just put him in the range of the goalies.
Yeah.
Top 90.
Yeah.
Yes. If we ever get lucky, let's chase them. Okay. So lots of prep, lots of organizing, and we feel good. Somebody will keep track of guys that we don't have to get selected. Maybe that's how they do positions, just to make sure type of thing we're on. I had a list in my book. This was 4 in the morning when I was looking at it. Staring at that freaking scene. Don't try and get too cute. The more you try and make something fit, the more mistakes you make. Don't overthink it. Listen. Go with your gut. Okay. Could we take a quick look by position and by league?
All right, welcome back inside the South Okanagan Event Center. Pleased to be joined with by the General Manager of the Calgary Flames, Craig Conroy now. And Craig, maybe just before we get into all things prospects and eventually main camp, get your thoughts on 40 minutes here and maybe a little bit more settled in from your group here over last night.
Yeah, I thought we had a slow start last night, but I thought they did some good things to be able to come back and tie it up 2-2 and then go down 3-2 and tie it back up. And then a little mistake there in overtime, but, I thought the effort was there all night. And the same thing, I feel a little bit more sharp. The passing looks better. They're making more plays. And, we've had a couple empty nets. We just can't bang them in there. So maybe we'll get a couple in the third.
But we talked at the start of the week, and this is a younger group, maybe younger than you've had here in Penticton in a long time. Probably, nice to see those prospects get the opportunity, but also, knowing that there's going to be, some nerves and some of that comes with having some 18 and 19-year-olds in the lineup too.
Well, everybody wants to show well. I mean, you're here for the first time. You're getting ready for main camp, but you want to really shine here. And sometimes guys try to do too much. I remember Oliver Shillington, his first camp. He just wanted to go end every time, and it was just like, whoa, just play your game. You don't have to show us everything every shift. So, I know they're trying hard, but we need them to settle in and play their game.
So much skill and so much to be excited about. I know, coming out of the draft, 10 selections, and obviously 8 of them are here this week, which is great for the organization. But when you look at just the types of players you have and what you've been able to see, I mean, glimpses from almost all of them here, throughout the course of the 2 games. What excites you the most about some of that skill level and what's been on display?
Yeah, even for young guys, I mean, this is a little bit, for us, we have 8 guys, first times. So a lot of teams have, older players, and to see them just kind of seamlessly fit right in, but the skill level for sure. The power play looks really good. Moving the puck around, that was a great first goal by Basha. I mean, and to see him, and just even from last night, he hit a tough one where he missed, and then come back and get that tonight. But he's flying tonight.
Well, and then had the spinorama pass to Misa there in the slot too. Looks like maybe some early chemistry from a couple of draft picks this year too.
Really like that line. I mean, every time they're on the ice, it seems like they're in this offensive zone, hemming them in, and they're just smart. They're reading off. All 3 guys are playing well tonight.
Just quickly before we move on to some main camp stuff, the 2 defensemen that obviously get a lot of headlines here in Varak and Verstevich, but Henry Muse in that mix too, and obviously Grushnikov, a guy that's of a lot of interest as well. What do you make of just the way that back end is kind of balanced out with the right shot to the left and what do you have back there?
Well, you have the skill and you have guys that do different things. Grushnikov obviously is more stay-at-home defenseman, and then you have the other 2 that you mentioned earlier, offense. More offense. You can see Zane really wants to do something here. He had the shot that hit the post. I was hoping he was going to get one, and then he almost had one on that 3-on-2. So, he wants to do a lot right now. When you're a high pick, it puts a lot of pressure. But, I think the righties and lefties we have, I think having Hurtig in tonight, and just to have that mix, not everybody's the same. And I think they play well. Jameson also. I mean, all these guys have come in and kind of done what we expect, but they have the different skill sets, and hopefully as they get more comfort with each other, they're even going to mesh together, and they're going to really become, you'll see these guys in the NHL one day.
Yeah, part of the future. Let's talk a little bit about main camp. Obviously, competition is what it's all about. What is the expectations? All these guys are kind of leaning in. That's the next big stop after Monday. But about the expectation in terms of competition and pushing for jobs here come next week.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I always tell the guys, we don't make the decisions. You make the decisions for us. If you play well enough and you earn the spot, then it makes my job hard. And we have to figure out, okay, how do we get him in the lineup? What do we have to do? But, the first camp, there's a lot of nerves. It's hard. And, when I was there, you eased into it. You probably had a couple weeks and then games. Now it's like 3 practices and games, and it's really short. And then you have to cut down so quick. So it's hard to make a huge impression early. But, these guys are going to try to do it. I mean, I thought Gridden both nights has really well. I thought he's, in the first period, had a great burst of speed and showed his quick hands. And I thought he opened them up to slide it in, just didn't go in. So, all these guys are going to come to main camp. And I expect the guys that are there, we got a lot of young guys. We got a goaltending, with Markstrom being gone. That's really going to be an interesting thing for me to really pay attention and see who kind of rises and hopefully grabs that job.
Yeah, 3 guys, and they'll start battling it out next week. And looking forward to main camp just around the corner now. I'm sure the excitement in the management office is building as well, right?
It's fun. This kind of kicks it off, and it feels like hockey's back.
Yeah, it sure does. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of Penticton, and we'll see you back in Calgary very soon.
Thanks, Mark.
There's General Manager of the Calgary Flames, Craig Conroy, and we're back with more here from the South Okanagan Event Center. Third period action between the Flames and Oilers.
So much information, eh? And that's what I said. Like, it's not the GMs and coaches that decide what happens. It's you. You want the spot, take it.
It was the first major sporting event at the Sphere, and the NHL got it right by getting in there first. It was an absolutely magical experience.
It's not a bad idea here, really. Yeah, it's sort of. Is it wrong that I'm paranoid about that drone? I don't know what it's doing. I don't think it'll kick it. You think it's I have no idea. That's good, boys. Is it true? That's good.
As day 1 was coming to a close, of course, the Oilers did not have a first-round pick.
Want me to send it? See what he says? I just straight up.
Not until Philadelphia came calling with an offer.
There's some action too? Maybe. He's trying to go. Jonesy. Here for our next year's first.
So the Oilers have a potential opportunity to get their guy. And Philadelphia, they're making this trade contingent on the fact that they believe that the Oilers will finish lower in the standings next season and hopefully get a little bit of a higher draft pick.
I'll tell you, London's going to get a bump when I sign. Going to score more O'Reilly. The reason why we liked him so much was because he just did everything. He's right out of junior beat. Yeah. And then, he was killing penalties in October. Yeah. So you don't kill penalties until you're 19.
Now, as this progresses, Rick and his team have their eyes set on one player. However, they're not making this trade unless that player is available at pick 32.
We need to wait right to it. Right to it? Yeah.
If you got to do something else,
but that's the deal. Straight up? Yeah. This year's for next year.
This year's for next year. Perfect. Let's do it.
Next year for this year. So we got the luxury of we can max that at any time. Say our guy's gone. So there's really no harm in it right now.
With that trade with the first-round pick, Edmonton adds a condition just in case next season it doesn't go to plan.
Top 15 protected? Yeah. Okay. So that last minute hiccup could ruffle some feathers and it could squash it, but we'll see. They're heading over.
Smart jamming right there. That's smart.
At least make their pick in that.
Pleasure doing business with you, boys. Let's go get our guy.
We just split the year for next year straight up. We're going to make the pick. we're going to take the O'Reilly kid like we planned on.
Yeah, that's real.
Nice.
Well, good job. Good job, guys.
Trades the 32nd pick in this year's draft to the Edmonton Oilers for Edmonton's first-round pick, either in 2025 or 2026 with some conditions. So, Edmonton, you're on the clock.
That's a beautiful trade.
The Edmonton Oilers are proud to select from the London Knights of the Ontario Hockey League, Sam O'Reilly.
Goal line, they start mustering a little bit of
What a beautiful trade.
A great pass there by Bacha in front, and the Calgary Flames, they were moving in the offensive zone all throughout the opening 25 minutes of the Edmonton Oilers, showing a little bit more pushback in the second half of that second frame.
Yeah, the Oilers hemmed in a lot early in this game to kind of flip the script on the Flames in the second period. We'll see where this thing goes in the third. For our radio listeners, the Flames with their red jerseys on, moving from left to right on your radios here.
Third period underway. Oilers 1, Flames 2. Here comes Calgary deep in the Oilers zone.
Line and dumps it in, and LaJoie will pick it up and behind the net. It's bumped along the end board by the much smaller Misa. The Oilers do break out with it. Here's Stepan across the red line. He'll backhand the puck in as both teams start to change. Just 40 seconds in the third period here at South Okanagan Event Center in Penticton, BC. Both the Flames and the Oilers looking for their first win of this Young Stars Classic. Calgary defeated 4-3 in overtime by the Winnipeg Jets yesterday. Edmonton shut out 2-0 by the Vancouver Canucks. The Oilers trying to tie this thing up. Collision along the far boards. A little scary there. Clattenburg running into Honzek. Got his knee out of the way just in time. His puck squirts free and is knocked into the neutral zone by Stromgren. Comes in up the right wing side. Stops. Spins. Tries to make the pass, but it's read and intercepted by
2-on-0, 2-on-1.
Davidson shoots. It stopped.
Oh, save made by Gidzu. Davidson with another shot just high. Look out for 73 Davidson. He's got a name on the back of him.
And as Morton will scoop it up, spin away from the forechecking DeJong and leave it in behind the net for Perek. Makes a hard pass as the puck deflects to Morton across the center and dumps it into Oilers territory. And with Bernine making a beeline towards his net, Unger wisely hangs on for a face-off.
High Davis on a 2-on-1 with Matt Savoy there, and a great stop there by Ignacio. You can see right here the defenseman electing to shoot the puck and not pass.
Oh, you gotta pass that. Like, you're a defenseman, friend. You're a defenseman. But I get it. Still 2-1. Calgary, 18-12 left in the third period.
In the opening minute in this one.
Valtteri Ignacio, in case you missed it earlier.
Nachu. Natju.
The Flames pretty high on him.
Unger and Jew.
And the Oilers hoping that things work out well for Connor Unger, an unusual route to professional hockey. Parts of 5 seasons in the Western Hockey League with the Brandon Wheat Kings and Moose Jaw Warriors, and then last season with the Brock University Badgers. But you know, there is a goaltender playing for the Vegas Golden Knights who went a similar route.
Absolutely. That just goes to show there's not just one path to the National Hockey League. If you stick with it, good things will happen. Good on Connor Unger as he looks to make his first professional start in the fall.
And following the footsteps of Logan Thompson. Face-off coming up to Unger's right. Lang wins that draw. Berdine trying to get a shot off, but it gets blocked. With Root getting in the way of that one. And now the puck ends up squirting out to center. Here's Muse off the boards and right back into Oilers territory.
17:57 left in the third period. Flames 2, Oilers 1. Both teams are 0 for 1. Losing games yesterday. Vancouver beating the Oilers 2-0 last night. Winnipeg beating the Flames 6-3.
Waddle picks the puck up for the Oilers and flips it up the far side to DeJong, and he'll drop it to Morelli, who's able to protect the puck from a forechecking Flame and Lang.
Jets and Oilers play on Sunday to finish out the 3 games in 3 days.
3-minute mark of the third period in a
Or is it Sunday or Monday? Somebody correct me. I could be wrong too.
Here's Lajoie, near circle, with a shot that pinballs around.
Oh, just sent wide. The Oilers finally have life.
Lang's got it again, and he'll softly flip the puck out. And Lajoie knocks it down, moves it up the middle to Nickel. Tries to give the puck to Laurier, or make that Desjardins. I knew I was going to mix up Vincent Desjardins. At least it's going to happen once tonight.
Vincent Desjardins. He said Vincent Delorier. Hey. As long as you didn't say Desharnais, we're good to go. That's icing AC Oilers. 16:46 left.
The one thing that's so noticeable by the team in red is how much they move off the puck. They always seemingly have someone supporting no matter what happens. If there is a turnover, yes, they got bit on it twice. One of them in the back of their net. But for the most part, the Calgary Flames doing a great job of possessing that puck, but also supporting in case something happens. The team in red right now doing a little bit better job moving off the puck.
Lipinski will take the draw for the Flames. Lined up against Berglund for the Oilers. He's got their only goal. Oilers win that defensive zone draw. And we'll bring the puck out to center. Desjardins putting it up the middle.
Desjardins.
Gets tied up, and we've got a penalty call coming up. Looks like Lipinski's the guilty guy. Both teams have had 2 power plays. Oilers getting set to head to a third with an opportunity to tie this Battle of Alberta at 2.
And each of the last power play is the second power play unit for the Edmonton Oilers. Actually mustered a little
Let's score a goal here. Let's say the tie game.
The first unit here looks like it is going to be Sam O'Reilly and his group. So the first unit gets the tap right away. We'll see if they can get a little bit more going. We need to see a little bit more from the team in white, and especially that first power play unit.
Face-off coming up to Ignatius left. Isa will take it and win it for the Flames.
Again, thank you guys for all being here. Don't know how many of you there are here. There are. Hopefully there's more than one. Myself, and I. But hey, if you catch the replay, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Always fun talking with the peoples. First game of the regular season is October 9th against the Winnipeg Jets. The Oilers will be at home. Banner-raising night, Western Conference champions. It's a little bit of consolation.
Goaltender's been pretty good at handling the puck. Knocks it down and tries to clear it. But it's held in right wing side by O'Reilly. He centers it.
Oh, he almost scores from the same spot he scored on in period 1.
Oilers trying to get their power play set up. Petrov hangs it up.
Come on, Petrov, you're the big name for the Oilers right now. Aye, not good so far.
Getting stronger and stronger as this tournament progresses. And McNamara.
15:30 left to go in the third period. 2-1 Calgary. Oilers scored first, even strength. Calgary scored to tie the game up on the power play. Took the lead on an even strength goal. Boy, what a pass. Unfortunately, it hits the netting and out of play.
Certainly is a shame that for the second time in 3 seasons, there will only be 3 Battles of Alberta during the regular season. These 2 teams will meet twice in the preseason split squad games coming up on the date of those games. February, we'll make that September 23rd, and then October 13th, the 2 teams will meet at Rogers Place. November 3rd at Scotiabank Saddledome, their final game. We have to wait a while for that. It'll be in Edmonton on March 29th.
Makes you miss the COVID season a little bit with 9 matches.
Not sure we need that many. More than 3 would be good, though.
Absolutely.
Back to the right point. Water holds it in, and now it ends up ricocheting by him, and it slides down the ice. 18 seconds to go in this Oilers power play. Water. And now we've got a fight. Lucas Ciona has drawn.
Fight. Lucas Ciona is going up against Corbet. Oh, now Corbet's just on the ground. Oh, he gets one last shot in. 14:09 left to go in the third period.
Got a late swing there, so both players went down to their knees, and Corbet got a late one. I don't think Ciona was a fan of that one. Had some exchange of words with number 71 for Corbeil. You already talked about the camp invite story. I mean, 5 of 6 defensemen on camp invites for the Edmonton Oilers for Corbeil, looking to make a name for himself. That's 2 games, 2 fights in 2 days.
Jeez. This kid wants to make the roster.
Rene spent plenty of time in the NHL. 58 goals, 132 points, 420 penalty minutes in 362 games with the Nordiques, Avalanche, Flames, and Penguins. Won a Stanley Cup with the Avs in '96. His son Nate, born in Germany, raised in Calgary, and hoping the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Excuse me. 2-1 Calgary, 14:09 left to go in the game. Oilers need to muster something. Maybe that'll will wake up a little bit of the boys.
Like loose to the left of Ignatiu. Oilers trying to hold it in, but Honzak with a good stick knocks it out. Now he's after it in the neutral zone. Trying to dig it out of the feet. Borelli able to come up with it though. As the Oilers will knock it out to the neutral zone.
What a play there to hold the blue line.
Pass moved up the middle. Stick handling in. He's Groove. The left wing side gets angled off by Perret, and now Jean feeds it in front. Nickel turns into the near corner with it. Protects the puck.
Crashing the net, the Oilers are doing.
That high shot sails over top of the glove of Ignatiu, misses the Flames net. Now Groove drops it. Jean in there trying for a one-time try. Puck ends up in a pile of players in behind Ignatiu's net. Stuck in skates. Oilers finally come up with it. Here's Groove, left point to Davidson. Whacks one.
Davidson smashes it over top the net.
Pass to the left point. Here's Davidson again. Another shot. Certainly isn't afraid to shoot in that left point. High Davidson. No shot's a bad shot.
No shot's a bad shot. You got to give it a chance, right?
I've lifted it up in the air and out.
No shot's a bad shot. No such thing as a bad shot, I guess, according to this Calgary reporting.
Davidson will slip it down the ice. Hurting back to get it. It's hit along the end boards.
12.5 left to go in the third period. 2-1 Calgary. Young Stars Classic in Penticton, BC. Part of the South Okanagan. Beautiful country down there.
Will take over at center. Oilers will dump it right back in. They've kind of cut the ice in half to start this third period, haven't they?
Oilers doing a much better job. They're maintaining that focus in the neutral zone right now because I would say, Derek, in the opening 40 minutes, I would say the neutral zone belonged to the team in red. The Oilers are doing a much better job of holding their structure in that neutral zone, which negates that breakout that the Calgary Flames were executing so well.
And when you've got 5 defensemen on tryouts, you probably don't want to spend a lot of time in your own zone either.
Yes.
Here comes Lajoie off the left wing side with a rising wrister.
And face-off held. 11:52.
11:52 to play in the third period. The Oilers out in front as far as shots on goal go. They've got 17 to the Flame 16, but it's still Calgary 2 and Edmonton 1.
Almost surprising that the Oilers are out shooting the Flames, but that's the tail of the tape right now. The Oilers not afraid to shoot the puck. But what I mean by that neutral zone is right now, the D and the forwards, they're too spread out. Especially if you give the Calgary Flames a fast team like this that much space. They're going to capitalize on that space with speed. The Oilers doing a much better job of holding that 2-1-2 structure between the Blues.
Desjardins with a sharp angle shot. Knocked wide of the net by Ignatiu. Desjardins battling for it along the end boards. Verstavich able to separate him from the puck as it's cleared up the near boards by Lipinski, not out. Waugh, down low, Desjardins walks it into the far corner. Tries to center it. It bounces around a bit. Ignatiu
big save and held.
And that'll lead to
I'm okay with that.
Pushing and shoving.
Gotta say, that was a good heads-up play by Ignatiu. The active goalie stick there to negate the pass. They gotta give props to number 40 as the Battle of Alberta continues to get a little friction between, or I guess you should say in front of both blue paints.
We like to see it. You can tell these players on both sides are getting more comfortable as the game and as this tournament goes on. Maybe some nerves in the first period of the first game, but they've settled in nicely to this second game here in Penticton. As far as what's up next, the Oilers playing the early game on Monday. They'll face the Jets.
Early game on Monday. So they don't have a game tomorrow. They play on Monday. Give them a day off. Let them enjoy Penticton.
That'll be a great game.
Great.
Canucks with the more veteran lineup on the other three teams in this tournament.
You can say for sure.
Back to the left point. Walk. Whips it across the ice. And the puck is golfed over top of the net. And a shot
Golfed over top of the net is right. He took his sand wedge that time.
up the right wing side.
Oh, here comes Calgary now. Calgary with a little bit more pressure than the Oilers have had all game. I would say they are the more hungrier team and better. Oh, backdoor! Wow. Good play defensively there by the Oilers. That's offside. Here he comes. Flames have definitely looked like the better, sharper team today. 2-1 Calgary, 10:45 left to go in the third period.
Into the near corner where Bell steps into Davidson with a hit.
Ooh.
Cleared up, but we've got a stoppage, and that comes with 10:36 to play in the third period.
I believe that's a power play coming up for Calgary.
Scoring for the Oilers, giving them a 1-0 lead before Andrew Basha tied it up for the Flames. Sam Morton with the go-ahead goal. All three of those goals scored in the first, and it's still 2-1 for the Flames as the Oilers have pushed in periods 2 and 3, but haven't been able to find that equalizer yet, Tony.
And the Calgary Flames have an opportunity to extend the lead because it's going to be a too many men penalty on the Edmonton Oilers.
Too many men penalty for the Edmonton Oilers. Damn, that penalty's killing them. Got him a few times in the postseason.
Staying up a couple of extra hours before going to bed tonight.
10.5 left to go in the game. 2-1 Calgary. 1 for 2 on the power play are the Flames. 0 for 3 are the Oilers.
He looks great with that white stick. I'm a big
again, T's and P's to the Goudreau family. Not just for Johnny, but Matthew as well. Flames hold up his own.
He's been around it. He's been impressed by him. The Flames with an opportunity to score their second power play goal of the game and take their first
big hit there.
The power play set up. Here's Perek. Near half forwards to Gradine. Stick handles into the corner, slides it down low. Then try to feed it in front, but that pass gets smartly broken up by DeJong, who sails the puck down the ice.
Gradine not happy with that pass selection. Knew he should have probably went back to the point. Kind of didn't put his teammate in a favorable position. That's why they were going back the other way.
Here's Gradine across the ice. Pass a little bit behind his intended target. Strong.
Here come the Oilers. 2-on-1.
The other way. Savoy drops it and a shot off the stick of O'Reilly.
Sam O'Reilly just misses the net. What a come-out party for this kid. Drafted 32nd overall by the Edmonton Oilers. They traded to get him. Man, that would have been something. Savoy, O'Reilly goal? I want to see that in Condors country. Love to see that in a couple years in Edmonton. Savoy to O'Reilly, third line. Love it.
Tries to drop past it. It's broken up by O'Reilly, and Morton's trying to retrieve the puck for the Flames. Morton being whacked and hacked. Davidson tries to knock the puck away from him. It's popping it behind the net. Gradine feeds it in front, looking for Morton, who wasn't ready for the pass. It didn't get to him.
And out the zone it goes. We got 9 minutes left to go in the third period. 2-1 Calgary.
What a pass for the Flames goaltender to set up that chance.
And that did not miss by much.
Here's Honzek now.
Wraparound, shot, save, rebound, puck is loose.
And somehow,
what a save by Unger. Connor Unger with the save.
Actually on the power play for the Calgary Flames. 14 seconds remaining on the mountain advantage.
14 more seconds left to go on the Calgary power play. 8:49 left to go in the third period. 2-1 score.
Not sure.
Woof. Flames have definitely earned this lead.
But a great patch nonetheless as Connor Unger keeps his team within it. This is the play by Matt Savoy. That's what makes him a great hockey player. Great
Wow.
safety back.
Matt Savoy is going to be a name Oilers country. Pay attention to it.
He was a little timid to begin this tournament. Right now, you can see him finding his legs and also his confidence.
6 seconds left in the Oilers penalty as Krug shoots right into the
Face off to the left of the Flames goalie.
Face-off coming up to the right of the Flames goaltender.
I like this too. There isn't commercial breaks. There's no every 5 seconds let's have a 5-minute commercial break. Let's just play hockey.
Weren't sure how it would happen, but the Flames trading their former number 1 guy Jacob Markstrom to the Devils, which opens the door for Dustin Wolf to finally be a full-time NHLer, and it was a long wait for him, but now he has a chance to kind of earn that number 1 job. But I'm not sure it's going to come easy. Dan Vladar thinks that he should be the guy that's at least the Flames 1A to start the season.
Competition doesn't hurt anybody. That's good to have internally.
No, that's no such thing as bad competition.
But Herjay gets it back, moves it up the near side. He was trying to clear his own can. DeJong with a shot.
Save made.
One right into the midsection of Nakju.
Nakju, and there's the horn for commercial break.
56 remaining in regulation time here at South Okanagan Event Center in Penticton, BC.
Leon Draisaitl here. Told you guys last year that Oktoberfest was going to be a lot of fun.
Oktoberfest is amazing fun. If you're in the Edmonton area, go check it out. It's at the Fan Park outside Rogers Place.
Well, Tony, we might have to have a beer about that size after this hockey game. A little warm inside of South Okanagan Event Center. Warm outside the building here in Penticton as well. Things heating up in this battle of Alberta between the Flames and the Oilers. Calgary losing 4-3 to Winnipeg in overtime yesterday. Edmonton shut out 2-0 by Vancouver. This game's still very much up for grabs as we head into the final 8 minutes of the third period. Puck inside of the Flames line. Oilers trying to get that game-tying goal. A sharp angle shot off the stick of O'Reilly.
Wow.
Put away by Ignatiu. And now Lang will cross center and whip it in behind Unger's net. Bell, bump from behind by Davidson. Does a good job protecting the puck and slides it far corner to Lipinski. He gets wrapped up by fellow number 73 Davidson. Is going to fight for it along the end boards. 4 guys in there battling down low.
7:50 left to go in the game. Calgary's just content holding it back here, mucking it up, keeping the puck deep in the Oilers' zone. Smart play by the Calgary Flames. Not sure we're going to hear that too often with the regular NHL teams when they play each other. But hey, hats off to the Calgary Flames rookie team.
Return feed, move it ahead to Petrov. Gets to the Flames line, gets knocked off the puck. Strong grip, trying to clear it out, does. And Morelli
down the ice it goes. Good foot pursuit on the Calgary Flames forward there. Oilers D got to be careful. These Flames forwards do have speed and size.
Morton has been fantastic in the first 2 games of the.
Not just going to knock the Flames because, you know, provincial rivals, you got to give them a lot amount of respect. They're going to be good. The main team's going to be good in 3 or 4 years, possibly 6 to 10. But hey, we as the Oilers fans, we had our decade of darkness, right?
And now ahead to his teammate Wakely, who shoots off the outside of the Flames net. Here comes Parak the other way.
6:40 left to go in the third period.
Crosses the Oilers' blue line, tries to make a pass to Battaglia, but it's broken up. And the Oilers will take.
I'm still curious, Flames fans, is that Bates Battaglia's relative? Because that's not a very common name. If you guys don't know who Bates Battaglia is, he played for the Carolina Hurricanes back in the day.
Frank is a heck of a skater, isn't he? He can really move and transport that puck with his own 2 feet. Hey, Dirk.
Yeah, 89 for Calgary. He's got some wheels. I've noticed him. He's a step above for speed.
That he can do in the OHL, he's not going to be able to do in the NHL or even in the AHL if he ever plays in that league. So it's going to be.
They should have told that to Connor Bedard last year, to be honest with you. The things you were doing in the WHL with your dangles, you're not going to get away with that here in the NHL.
I suppose you could say the same thing about Erik Karlsson throughout his career, but the good far outweighs the bad. Back to the left point, the Joie bounces it off of O'Reilly, and then
Sam O'Reilly and Petrovic have looked good together. Same with Oh, Savoy. Big hit there behind the net.
Savoy ends up on Battaglia stick instead, and he clears it out to center.
It's been a good battle of Alberta. Nothing's given, nothing's taken. Both teams hitting bodies, both teams playing physical. The difference so far is a power play goal for the Calgary Flames, and the Oilers are over. But hey, other than that, I'm not. Like I said, this is rookie. This is hockey content, man. Like, you gotta be happy about watching hockey again, even though it is a bunch of 17, 18, 20, 21-year-olds.
ELC and provide some quality minutes when that when the price tags go up on number 97 and number 2.
Yeah, save some money and get a little bit younger in the process. Chopped out in front of the Flames net. Davidson with a slap shot.
Davidson has looked really good for the Oilers. 73. Defenseman 73 for the Edmonton Oilers. He's looked pretty good. He's got a couple shots. Bad giveaway there, though. Just some pumping his tires. Gives the puck away a little bit there.
Check the puck from Gradine. He's shoved off of it by Rack behind the net. Rustevich will take over. Tries to clear the zone, but can't. It's held in near side by Burt. Who's got the Oilers' only goal in this game. He gives it to Nibble.
Thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Please hit the like button. Subscribe. Tell all your friends we're here for 82 games in the regular season and possibly 27 more for the playoffs. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Again, the Flames 2, Oilers 1. All goals were scored in the first period. Oilers scored first. Flames answered quite quickly on the power play. And shortly after that, they took the lead.
Derek, Wills, and I have the absolute honor of calling tonight's game, but a broadcast like this and broadcasts all throughout the weekend doesn't happen without the work of some beautiful people behind the scenes. So shout out to Ed Robertson, David Bellini, Aiden Pashney, Steve.
Bye, Oilers are good. Hopefully you have yourself a good night. We will see you in October. I believe that's when my next stream is. I'll be doing some videos. I got a 32-team knockout for the NHL coming up here. Game 1 will be Colorado versus the Islanders. NHL 24. Playing the play now mode. Teams are set. Oh. Oilers take another penalty late in the third period. But that's okay.
Flames are going to head back to the power play with 3:57 remaining in regulation time.
Certainly not helping the cause for the Edmonton Oilers, as it will be Jesse Heslop getting to the box right there. Not sure what the call was, Derek, but anyways, the Oilers not helping their cause right now. Down by 1 with 3:57. Quickly kill off this kill. However, the Oilers have generated a couple of chances on the PK. Obviously not a recipe for
3:57 left to go in the game. Power play, Calgary.
Have to take their chances if they want to get back into this hockey game.
Flames trying to retrieve the puck after the Oilers win that defensive zone draw. And now Warner will skate the puck across center to the Flames blue line, flip it in and chase it. Rustevich gets there first and leaves it in behind the net. Started the breakout is Basha. Basha across the red line.
Basha's got some speed and some skill to him. Flames have a lot of up-and-coming skill players. I don't see their defense being any good, but their forward group, look out, they could pot 4 or 5 a game coming. Goaltending and defense for the Flames might be a problem in the future. Lack of goal scoring won't be a problem, though. Tell you that for free. I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing with these Calgary young players, though. Like, they're structured. They got a mix of speed, a lot of skill, good hand eyes. If you're a Flames fan, that future's pretty bright. 2.5 left to go in the third period. 2-1 Calgary. O'Reilly with the steal shot, save made.
He's really been moving his feet in the back half of this hockey game.
Here comes Morton trying to score for a third time in the tournament. We'll chop it back to the blue line. Here's Perek across. And now Stronger spins away from traffic, turns back to the left point, puts on the brakes and gets away from Nickel. Stronger goes down low. It's centered. Morton looking for Muse.
What a block.
Stop. Back to the blue line to Perek now. Perek loses the puck, and finding it is Corbeil, and he'll clear it out. Nice pass ahead to Nickel, 1-on-4.
Nickel tried to go 1-on-4. You're not Connor McDavid. That's not going to work in your favor.
He loses it, finds it, and now gets taken down by the much bigger Lajoie behind the Oilers net. 10 seconds left in this Flames power play.
10 seconds left to go in the power play. 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Flames 2, Oilers 1. Saved by Unger.
Hang on to that puck. And that shot comes just as the penalty expires. So Heslop goes to the bench. The Oilers are now back to get full strength. We'll see what happens here.
Back to 5-on-5.
17 seconds remaining in this one, Derek.
I suspect the Oilers will try to get their goaltender to the bench and an extra attacker onto the ice as soon as they can, but first they have to win a defensive zone face-off and get the puck out. Flames with a 2-1 lead. If you are just joining us, plenty of opportunities to score in this game, but all 3 goals came in the first period. Carl Berglund for Edmonton, Andrew Basham, and Sam Morton for Calgary. Puck loose in front of the Oilers net. Reaching for it, Lipinski gets a shot off at his stop. He gets all twisted up in behind the net with Corbeil. Bell in there after it for the Flames. Will pick it up far half boards. He turns it over. And now Savoy will slide it left wing side to Clattenburg. The Oilers top line out there trying to tie this thing up. And there goes their goaltender.
Goalie pulled in a minute and a half. Unfortunately, Calgary doesn't get the puck out. Petrov shoots just wide. Full pressure on by the Oilers here. Siona blocks a shot for the Calgary Flames. Minute and 10 seconds left to go in regulation. Flames have the puck. Oh, bad giveaway there. Oilers get the puck in deep there. 1 minute left to go in regulation. 1 minute remaining.
That had the fans mooing and awing here at South Okanagan Event Center. We've had a couple of fights. We've had a few goals.
2 fights, couple of goals. Goalie tried to get a goal. Nat Jew tried to get his first goal in a Flames uniform.
To a close. One and done for me at the Youngstars Classic if that would have went in, because I would have saw everything. I got to appreciate Ignacio going for it. A great heads-up play. I'm not sure who got his stick on it, but you can see right away. He took a look right away. He knew exactly what he was doing. That would have been fun, but hey, we're always having fun here in Penticton.
I love it, and for a goaltender playing in North America for the first time, that's a gutsy move by Valtteri Ignacio, but he's played a good game. He's only given up 1 goal on 24 other shots.
Almost reminiscent of Linus Omark in his NHL debut for the Edmonton Oilers doing the spinner route in the shootout. Remember, that was his first NHL game.
Love it.
That's one way to get acclimated.
A little confusion here over at the benches. Edmonton is out shooting Calgary 24-21, but Flames 2 and the Oilers 1 in this preseason Battle of Alberta. Here at the Young Stars Classic. Flames with the neutral zone face-off. Morton. Back to Devich. And he'll fire it in behind the net. Morelli back to get it. Oilers running out of time here.
I think this one's done, folks. I have full marks to the Flames. Full marks to the Oilers Young Stars, too. Cannot complain, cannot be mad about hockey back. September. Whew. September 14th, and we got hockey.
We'll bring it right back in. Streaks in, gets a backhand shot off his stop. It's loose, and the puck ends up bouncing in behind the Flames net, and now out in front of the net, and diving on top
big
of it,
save there.
to hold on.
A good heads-up play there by Damon Wakely. He tries to go
Again, thank you all for watching. You guys are amazing.
There were a couple of Oilers there, but it gets a right balance for the Calgary Flames. As Ignatius kind of steps on it, you can see a great heads-up there play there by Heslop on the backhand. Gets a good shot off. 59 tries to get out in front, but the Flames goaltender solid all night long.
And it looks like we've got a timeout down on the ice here at South Okanagan Event Center. Again, next up for these two teams, the Oilers will wrap up the tournament versus the Jets at noon Mountain Time on Monday. Flames will play the final game of this Young Stars Classic versus the Canucks, the host team, 3:30 on Monday afternoon. Tomorrow an off day for the two teams. So lots to explore here in Penticton. Wonderful hosts for this event every single year. Such a beautiful building. The South Okanagan Event Center. And some great people and plenty to do outside the rink as well, whether it's the barking parrot or visiting wineries or playing around the golf. It's a great place to visit, isn't it?
You can always hit up Salty's at any time of the day. They got one of the best kitchens in Penticton. That's a go-to spot here. But going back to this rink, hard to believe this is a junior A rink. It is absolutely remarkable. Well, they do a great job on and off the ice here.
Yeah, I may have had some seafood chowder and butter chicken at Salty's last night. Delicious.
Their pizza to die for.
Face off to Ignatius left, and the Flames come up with the puck and slide it down the ice, and heading towards the empty net misses by about 18 inches. And the Oilers live to play another day, or at least another 11 seconds. That is what remains in regulation time here in Penticton with the Flames up by a goal.
Matt Savoy's going to take the draw here for the Edmonton Oilers, of course. Take some reps at center. Predominantly a right winger, but he's certainly been in this situation before. They need to win it.
Lipinski lines up with the draw, wins it, but the Oilers steal it. Clattenburg back to the right point. Pass across the line. Petrov swings and misses.
Petrov falls over.
And a few seconds to hit it. Siona ahead and shooting and scoring.
3-1 Calgary. Full marks to the Calgary Flames.
Right before the buzzer.
Petrov falls over.
I think that will do it for this Young Stars Classic Battle of Alberta. I'm not sure whether or not they're going to count that empty.
No, they didn't count the empty there, which is okay.
But either way, the Flames defeat the Oilers by a final score of 2-1, maybe 3-1.
2-1, 3-1, it's all good, kids. Oilers lose.
Meets on looking over. Yeah, they're going to count it. So it's going to be a 3-1 final.
3-1 final. Oilers lose to the Calgary Flames. Thank you all for watching. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. We'll see you guys October. Preseason games. It's going to be fun. Enjoy the rest of your September. Thanks for watching. Join us on our socials, Facebook, TikTok, over on the Discord. See you guys in October.